but this is your time, you could change the orbit. And this was the age that I realized, and precisely 37 to, if I changed my orbits really, it was around 37 to 39. That's the time I changed my orbits in my life. Why I'm saying this is the time you could change your orbits, again, we're talking about what's your ABC, so now the C's of your life. You can change your orbit in your career, that's C for career. You can change your orbits with your company, because it's very important what sort of company you keep. So you can change your orbits in that. You can change your orbit, get a coach, as much as mentor is important, but I've always emphasized teacher is important, parents is important, mentor is important, but the most important thing is coach. So change or get a coach. This is again changing your orbit. Why? Because you've done your education, your personal things are more or less settled, and if not, you want to get more education, you may or may not want to get it, you want to get married, you want to have kids, okay, that's all going on. You're trying to figure all that out. But most of the part is settled now. Now, where do you want to shape your life? Change your orbit if you have to. Like, I changed my orbit at this particular time, 37 to 39. I changed my company with whom I used to hang around, really changed everything. And I started hanging around with people who are very successful in life. And two things I got from there: what to do, and of course, what not to do. I also started learning that these are very highly successful people in their lives. And this is something, as much as they're very successful, but in a very subtle way, in a very silent way, I started noticing that this is something I do not want in my life. I didn't discuss with them, and how they're successful. So my company was, at that time I was 37, 35. I started hanging around with people who were 50, all were about 50. 50 was the minimum, 50, 58, 68. And most of them, they had done something really well in their lives. And I made very good friends. I started seeking their advice. I'll just be silent listening to their advice. So I've changed my orbit in terms of company I kept. I changed my orbit in terms of business that I started doing. I certainly shifted my business as well. So again, I changed my orbit, but I kept the same career. But this could be your time if you are in a certain career from the age 35, 37. This is a very good time, because just in case, it does take time to settle down in your new career, whatever it is, whether you're opting for a business or you're opting in a job or any career. You're a teacher, tomorrow you want to join the forces, from teacher to joining forces, you cannot do in your, you can, but it will be very difficult to join forces in your 50s, and you won't have much of a time, because everything takes time. One of the reasons that I've always seen that people do not do well, they do not stick. We got to do a whole show on commitment, because commitment is very important. Commitment is the key to success. There are many people who won't commit to anything. And when I was at this time in 35 to 36, there was a time, I think I was almost in my business for 10 years. I was not seeing any success at all. People were saying, usually you do get success in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years is generally. And I heard many people even saying this to me, that if you don't get success in 5 years, you won't get it in 10 years. And here I was, almost 10 years in a business in media, and success means I was doing okay. I was not successful. But there are certain things I tell them, yes, I'm listening to these guys, but no. I knew for sure, this is my commitment, that yes, I see life at the end of the tunnel. I see, yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I will succeed, even if it has gone 10 years. But on the other side, if at all this is the time you want to change your orbit, change your career, change your company, change your coach, this is the right time to do, because with utmost respect, I'm saying this, after 45, or for that matter, even 40, 45, 50, the window to shift, the window to change your orbit will be shrinking. You could do anything. You could start anything in your 50s. You could start anything in your 60s, 70s, 80s. And we have had many success stories. I'm not denying the fact. But the window starts shrinking. This is one of the good times to change your orbit in between 35 to 45. So think about that. Because after 40, 45, 50, 60, window will start shrinking.